Hey y'all, we're bringing back freaking meme hour. Put up a nice.
Oh, god damn it. Alright, welcome to the Shut Your Mouth Lounge, episode number 122. Featuring myself, Alex, one Addy, who is hopefully joking about the fucking meme hour.
I ain't.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Don't worry, it's one image.
Yeah.
So at least there's that.
The meme image.
And
Yeah.
one Pink Sparkle Puff.
Hey there.
Alright then. So, hey, Addy, you got anything going up on your own individual channel this week?
Yes, I will have an opinion piece because I don't know what the hell else to call it. It's kind of like a mini review, but I'm less objective about things. In the Let's Talk About series that I have going on for whenever I'm in betas of games. So yeah, I'm gonna have an opinion piece out on Guilty Gear Strive. And
we're
yeah.
also going to be probably talking about it a fair bit on today's episode.
Yeah. And for other things, I was going to review Sengoku Basara for Sumeragi. I haven't even started writing the review, but I was going to review it. We'll see whenever that happens.
Heh. And Pink, is there anything coming up on your channel this week?
Yes, hopefully on Tuesday or Wednesday, I'll finally get back into the groove of uploading my Stronghold playthrough.
Alright. Fantastic. And on the group channel, we have on Monday, Rainbow Six Siege, Pink's Birthday 2020.
Oh,
Yes.
baby.
That one was a good one. That was a very good one. I'm excited for that. And on Friday, more of me and Addy playing Guilty Gear. Oh,
Oh.
Gronk like Guilty Gear. Oh. Guilty Gear Exard Rev 2. Fuck that game's title. So yeah, it's a regular old fucking week of Guilty Gear over here, I guess.
Yup.
Every week is Guilty Gear week for Addy. So, with that out of the way, Pink, I heard you mention one thing that you've been up to.
Oh, yeah, baby.
So, did you only pick up for Smash Brothers Ultimate? Did you only pick up Terry, or did you pick up all the remaining DLC characters?
No, it's all the remaining DLC characters.
Alright, so, prior to this, the only one you'd tried out was Banjo, correct?
Banjo and Byleth.
Okay, so that leaves Joker, Hero, and Terry. Let's get the takes on each of them.
I enjoy Joker a fair bit. I haven't played him very much, so he's kind of still a bit too complex for me. It's like, I'm not fully understanding his kit and his neutral B, which is gun, which is awesome. It's also, very hard to tell if you're actually using it properly because unlike, Fox's guns or anything else like the projectiles, Link's bow, etc., you don't really see any indication that he's actually firing, or you don't see the bullets rather. So you get that notion that he's firing the gun, but you're not actually sure where the bullets start and where they end. So I can be on one side of the map and fire off my gun and I'll have no idea where that bullet is.
So what you're saying is that you never see the bullets coming.
No, you don't.
I'll
So it's hard to gauge how much damage you're taking on to the opponent with that thing. But other than that, I find his kit pretty fun.
I'll have to say that me personally, I have a very similar problem with Joker, except that I just find him all in general to be very tiny.
Right.
He's a very skinny little fucker, and that camera zooms out pretty far on some stages.
Oh, yeah.
So it's accurate.
Yeah. What did you think of him having not nearly as shit a meter mechanic as Cloud does?
Honestly, I was happy with it because they've introduced a lot of meter type characters into Smash recently, very recently. as Will mentioned with Hero. So the less complex his meter was, the happier I was.
All right.
You know, I kind of, I think they might have missed thing with Joker if you don't have the option to talk, like if you don't have the option to talk the enemy combatants into giving you their power with match.
Well, they just be stealing
Just
dirt. Do you know how much
yeah,
work they've had to put in on giving Kirby everyone else's moveset?
yeah, but more complicated with Kirby. Why not? I mean,
And by the way, have you seen how if Kirby eats Joker, he gets a fucking gun?
yeah.
Yep.
That is still the best. So what did you think of Hero?
I despise Hero.
Same. Link with more RNG. Oh, joy.
Right. I despise, for the most part, the gimmicky characters. That's a big reason why I'm not a fan of Game & Watch.
I'm fine with
So,
gimmick, but well, Game and Watch has stuff it can do outside of RNG, admittedly.
yeah.
But like, yeah, the RNG is there. Like, it's those little bits that they held on to. Of Sakurai doesn't want to make a fighting game; he wants to make a party game.
Right.
Like, there's a distinct chance that if Hero opens up that fucking magic menu, congrats, he wins.
Right. There's also one that will make him kill himself.
Oh,
So-
right.
Yeah. Kamikaze, that was pretty awesome.
At least it kills anyone who's next to him as well.
Yeah. That one you can tell they were going all out with the party mentality that, yeah, all these little kids are playing time limit Smash Brothers, so it doesn't matter if he dies, just so long as he takes some people out with him.
Yeah.
but in your typical, more quote unquote hardcore Smash scene, that is not optimal because they're playing 3 stock.
Yep. And correct me if I'm wrong here, but the pros' favorite out of the DLC stock so far has been Joker, correct?
I believe that is correct.
I think
mean-
I've heard stuff about Joker being OP.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do some big brain plays with freaking Hero by the sounds of it, because you just don't die, and then on your last life, you gather people in a bunch and just blow yourself up. That's your win.
The old Donkey Kong strat, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, because people weren't wildly pissed about that when it would happen back in the day. Now, Pink, correct me if I'm wrong here, but when Donkey Kong would do that, didn't he technically hit the kill floor first?
Yes, I believe.
So wasn't
I'm
Bowser
not sure. It might have been in the early games that it wasn't him hitting the death floor first, but I'm pretty sure it would have been because he's obviously carrying the person down with him.
Yeah.
I feel like Bowser was the one where the opponent would hit the kill floor first, but that changed in the later editions to the series where it's like once you cannonball off the stage at that brief
it
moment
lets
in
the
time
guy go.
before they hit the floor, you'll kind of let go and Bowser will die first.
Well, in Ultimate, I'm pretty sure that Bowser just straight up releases them.
Yeah.
Because I've definitely done that on Kirby with Bowser, and midway through, he just lets Kirby go, and Kirby flies back up to the stage.
So now you only have Ganondorf for consistent suicide.
Does Ganondorf
Yeah.
have a suicide?
Yeah, it's
He used
side
to.
B. If you connect the side B with somebody in the air, he'll do a choke slam down to the ground.
I did not remember that. I thought for certain that he just exploded them. Oh, that's his up smash, right.
Yeah.
Can Ridley not do it too, with his choke slam?
I don't believe so.
Huh, alright.
Of course, I'm certainly no really professional. It might be a possibility.
And of course, who here plays Ridley?
Not me.
I do, obviously.
Anyone who doesn't play the game is playing Ridley.
Yeah. No, no, I'm waiting for the stages to be large enough so I can fit.
Yeah. Oh man, I did tell you guys that over there in Japan they call Ridley Captain America, right?
Yeah.
All right, and what did you think of Terry, Pink?
Terry is probably my favorite of the DLC cast outside of maybe Byleth. And it was very weird to me because mechanically he's a lot like the other fighting game character in Ryu, but everything about him feels so much more smoother and satisfying that it, even if I don't always know what inputs I'm doing or what I'm doing at all times, he's still a very fun character to play, and it always feels very rewarding to actually hit his moves. Which Ryu to me always felt slow and underpowered, which is actually kind of weird because a lot of his moves deal a lot of power. But I don't know, something about Ryu just never clicked with me.
All right, so Pink, important question: do
Yeah.
you do the smash inputs or do you do actual motions?
It is. Can you elaborate?
Well, actual motions are like down, diagonal, forwards, forwards. One of the attack buttons. I don't
Right.
remember which one he has, but yeah, things like
Yeah,
that.
it's those.
All right, I'm proud of you.
So, do you know the one that Terry has for the Rising Tackle, his up special?
Yeah.
Is that not weird that Terry's the only charge character in all of Smash then?
Yeah. It was very confusing the first time I actually hit it. 'Cause I had no idea what I was doing.
But it makes him fully invincible when he's doing it, doesn't it?
I don't know.
I want to
I
say,
will have to go test that later.
I believe what I read was that if he charges for a full second before doing his up special, he becomes invincible during it.
All right. Is that like invincible or super armor?
Invincible, invincible.
Okay. Nifty.
And of course, he's got the desperation supers, which I absolutely love.
Right.
Like, I don't know, the Buster Wolf is cool, but the Power Geyser definitely has more utility. Like, in a game with as much verticality as Smash, the ability to just make a big fucking death field in front of Terry is pretty strong.
Oh yeah. I think
That's why
that's
you
probably the
that's why you
most
play on
visually
HP
appealing
mode.
one as well.
I'm sorry, what?
That's why you play on HP mode.
Ha! And what'd you say, Pink?
I said that his little geyser was the most visually appealing.
Oh, yeah. So, are you finally ready to join me in Addie's little Terry Bogard fan club, Pink?
Oh yeah, all the way, 100%.
All right, choose which Terry Bogard you like, because I think W's and I differ, because I like freaking Lone Wolf from Garo.
Oh, okay. Do we have to bring out pictures? All
Yeah.
right. Because, all right, here we go. Let me go ahead and get... There are two major Terry Bogard designs, Pink. There is the classic, which is the one you know. Let me whip up this picture. And I love that now that Terry's in Smash, all of his Google images are fucking pictures of him from Smash. But here's the classic Terry design. The kind of trucker look.
Right.
And let me go ahead and grab the Lone Wolf design that Addie is talking about. Which
I don't
is,
remember if it. I actually think it's Hungry Wolf now that I think about it, because Garo does mean Hungry Wolf.
this is like older Terry. Older, more experienced.
Ah.
I personally really like both of them.
I like both.
Yeah,
just
I think I
prefer
lean
the
towards
jacket.
the Garo Terry more because I like the jacket a bit better. And I don't know. I kind of like the little stupid little hat as well and the long ponytail. But that's basically the Days of Future Past jacket, so I'll have to go with that.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like I like both of these Terry designs a lot, but I just like the jacket and the long hair a bit more. Like the not ponytail hair. I mean,
I like better for them to just have both designs and let you pick either.
Yeah. I mean,
That's always the best option.
yeah, that's the optimal option, but it's not always what you get.
Absolutely. I really thought they'd put the Lone Wolf design in as Terry's alternate color in Smash, and they didn't. I was kind of shocked. I think one of his colors does reference it, though. Like, it makes him brown and replaces the Fatal Fury logo on his hat with Garo logo.
Right.
He's got a lot of weird alternate colors like that.
Does any of his colors reference the SNK Heroines Tag Team Frenzy?
Maybe? That might...
I don't know what that is, but maybe.
I think they made a whole fighting game where it's just women in bikini fighting, and the
Wait, why
inputs
did
are
I not
really
know
easy
about that?
because it's really expensive.
It should be.
And the other key part is that Terry and Iori, two classic male KOF fighting game characters, are there, and they've both been turned into women.
Now that's dedication.
Because this is all inside the mind of one KOF character who's a noted pervert, so he is looking at Terry and Iori, two very much male guys, and thinking, man, but what if there were chicks in bikinis, though? That's a way to go through life, isn't it?
Why would they set a game inside Shingo's head?
There are only two kinds of people in my eyes. Hot ladies and could-be hot ladies. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Oh, SNK, you stupid bastards. Alright, anything else to say? Anything else you done this past week, Pink?
No, I don't believe so.
Alright. Eddie.
Yeah.
So it's time to talk about Guilty Gear Strive. Boy,
yes.
You guys are getting some fighting game talk this week, aren't you?
Yep.
You know, we always act like Pink and Soon aren't up on, fighting games. Except that they both are huge fighting game players. It's just that some people don't consider Smash or All-Stars to be fucking fighting games. But they are.
They're not traditional fighting games.
Yeah, they're platform fighting games.
They're fighting games with more verticality.
They're as much fighting games as Arena Fighters. Technically, yes, but not really. Only Smash and All-Stars are, quality-wise, better than Arena Fighters.
Yeah. Alright, so, Guilty Gear Strive, Addy, what's the very first thing you got to say? What is the establishing statement?
Guilty Gear Strive is a really good game hiding under a pile of flaws.
Yes.
So, as you play, that's the thing, even in my opinion piece. It's like I had a hard time actually formulating sentences that made it apparent that, yes, if you play the game, it feels really freaking good. Really fun to play. Looks like shit. Has problems, but really fun to freaking play.
Oh, one thing I should add is, like, when we say it looks like shit, what we're referring to is partially the UI.
Yeah, no, the actual gameplay looks great. The UI looks like shit.
Like, graphically, the characters look as, like, they look better than Exard to me.
They objectively look better, dude. Like, the custom designs are a separate thing, but just objectively on our graphical fidelity thing, they look better.
Yes. And, like, the lighting work going on in that game is crazy.
Yeah.
I think Faust's new design exists only to show off their new lighting work.
Maybe. But yeah, so... what was I going to say? Yeah, it's like... It's a different thing playing it and noticing the differences, but being able to get past them because, well, it's not done yet, and, well, new thing, but like it does still have some issues, even gameplay wise, because the air dash.
Yep.
The air dash sucks. The changes they made to the air dash. So Pink, imagine this: in Guilty Gear, up until this point, you could jump up into the air and then press forwards or backwards twice, and that would make the character dash in the air thus air dash, which now has been nerfed so that if you do it forwards, there's a delay, making you get off with your timing or whatever, freaking mess up your timing.
Oh,
Let's
so
see
there's
what.
no
Yeah.
benefit to air dashing?
Well, there's some small movement benefit, and you can still kind of use it as like you could in the old games, but not really. Like it is a net loss overall.
Uh-huh.
The use will definitely vary depending on the character you're playing as.
Yeah, I play cheap. I should be in the air at all times. I can't be in the air at all times because I can't move in the air.
Well, they took out all of his air moves except the shuriken, didn't they?
Well, yeah, but he has no real openers aside from the air.
Ha!
Or at least none that I found. Because in the air he has his drill, his leg drill. The John Lee Goomba Stomp made with a drill. So yeah, he has that. He has the shuriken, and just off of his jumping dust, he can actually go into the new Alpha Blade variant, the diagonal one, and stuff like that. So like, he has a lot of air things on the ground. The only thing I've been really able to figure out to open people up was just I forget its name, whatever the move where his records, and he's always had his records. So
Alright.
excuse me if I'm not no, what's the word I'm looking for? Um, like, excuse me if I'm not on the edge of my seat because I can use the thing that I've used before to do the thing I've done before.
Ha!
So yeah, overall characters are pretty nice. I mean, they are missing moves, and hopefully they'll add them back in. But who the hell knows?
Some of the characters feel fundamentally changed.
I don't know, cause to you Faust might seem changed just because his teleports work a bit differently, and he doesn't have as much on the nose zoning capabilities and stuff like that. But if you play him like Akuma, by which I mean if you play him like Zoner Akuma, he can zone.
Yeah, Faust has got. It feels like they've definitely made his up close tools a lot stronger. He's got a lot stronger anti air. He's like got much stronger just regular ass moves. He's not as
Yeah.
reliant on specials anymore, which is weird because it's Faust. Like
But
Faust's
yeah.
normals used to be kind of iffy in terms of quality. They had long range, but they otherwise were kind of crap. So you tended to rely on either the item throw or going my way.
Yeah, which is now gone. You now have mix, which is
It's
technically better.
it's different. I don't know what to think of it yet. Because the hitbox
yeah.
is definitely bigger, and have you noticed that you can still control Faust when he's doing it?
Yes,
That's weird.
I have been using that. It's Yasuke's freaking persona super in P4A or
I
whoever
know.
he is.
I know.
But yeah, so like the thing with Faust is that like he doesn't have as much keep away with normals, but with specials he actually has more, I think, because he has the item throw for the RNG. He has a couple of special or normals he can use. Also, in the air, Faust got a freaking air huddle.
Yeah, well, he had that in Exard as well.
Ah, I didn't know that. Did it blow
I
up in that one as well?
Yes, I did not use it as much as I should have, but yeah, it presents a more reliable alternative to the item throw.
Ah, all right. Yeah. I didn't even know that move existed. I thought it was new.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I didn't use it enough. I usually forgot that it existed as well.
But yeah, so yeah, go
In
ahead.
Strive, you use it a ton.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did have it, but I don't remember if in Exo he had the dive kick. But usually, what I would do with him is combo the dive kick into cancel it into mix, and then cancel that into the air huddle and run away, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, Soul is Soul. some of his stuff changed, not too much. I like his new normals better.
Yes, I was absolutely in the same space. They can work in neutral, but they're also very good at being aggressive neutrals. I mean, neutrals,
Yeah.
normals.
And I actually don't like. I didn't know what to think about the replacement for the running Grand Viper or whatever Volcanic Viper. You know, his Shuryu.
Yeah,
I
the
did-
move where he ducks under and then does an uppercut.
Yeah, that used to be a running Volcanic Viper that you could do, but now it's just an uppercut. And I wasn't sure what to think of it, but it's actually a better combo tool now.
Oh yeah, it's safer, that's for certain.
Yeah,
That is the fuck zoning button, it seems.
yeah. And then Key
I was going to say, to me,
Key's
it seemed
weird.
that
Yeah,
Key, May, and Axel are largely unchanged.
they did change one big thing about Key.
That being,
Um,
oh, he
I
doesn't have the
forget
dust
the name.
thing anymore. I noticed that.
No, not just the dust thing. That too, actually. But I was talking about one move that he had since the first game. I forget its freaking name. The move where he does the reverse Shoryu, and he leaves behind like green swords with the trail.
Oh, his little overhead, his equivalent of like Terry Bogard's fucking overhead kick.
Correct shoot.
Crack shoot, yeah.
Yeah. So instead of that, he actually has a correct shoot.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Legit correct shoot. Well, not legit correct. Maybe legit correct shoot. Does Terry do a freaking backflip while doing that? I don't remember.
I don't remember either. I think he does.
Then yeah, it's just a freaking crack shoot.
Well, Soul lost his crack shoot, so fucking Key picked it up. All right.
What do you mean Solo's his crack shoot?
They turned the Bandit revolver used to be a crack shoot, and then they turned it into a power dunk.
No, it's always been a power dunk.
No, it hasn't.
No, it has.
The fuck are you on about?
Oh wait.
Quarter
Oh
circle
wait, I'm
back
thinking of
kick.
Bennett. I'm thinking of Bennett Bringer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Bennett Revolver is still the same.
No, it isn't. Now it's a power dunk. Soul jumps up in the air and then slams down with like a fiery fist.
No, that's the Bandit Bringer.
Now the
Bandit.
Bandit Bringer is now him doing a fucking knee forwards and then another punch.
No, that's the Bandit Revolver.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I think you're mixing up the name of the moves, or I am. I don't know. I think the fiery punch is the Bandit Bringer, and the Bandit Revolver is the kick. And you used to be able to do them interchangeably on the same input, but now they changed it so backwards is Bandit Bringer, forwards is Bandit Revolver.
Yes, I do remember that. Yes. Because it used to be that if you held the button, he'd do the Bringer, whereas if you just let go of the button, it'd do a revolver.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember
All right,
that.
there's that. We figured it out.
Yeah. I'm sure this is very riveting discussion for Pink.
Yeah. So
No.
that yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
To put it simply, Pink, they made this hyper fighting game. They slowed it down a bit and made everybody's, regular ass attacks a little better. So now it's a little less hyper, I guess. Well, it's still very fast paced, but it's a little less focused on big combo.
It's fast paced in the wrong place because it's fast paced not in the actual gameplay, but it's fast paced in that the rounds go on for 2 seconds.
Because everyone's
Each.
damage is crazy.
Yeah. Like I get wanting to move away from big combo and all that. I mean, I don't like it, but I get it. But this is not the right move because this makes it the game don't exist. Like, find the middle ground, guys. Put in small combo and have moderate damage, not no combo or like short combo and all the damage in the world. I'm dying to 2 Potemkin busters and on freaking on aggressive stare. It's not it's not really a good freaking balance.
I mean, I guess this was their way of dealing with Pop being the lowest tier in Exart. Now,
No, it's no. I think I know the reason why the Podbusters are so broken, dude. So back when Pod was just added, I think the Podbusters didn't used to do like freaking 38,000%. And then Pod players complained, rightfully so, mind you, that the freaking Wild Throw shouldn't do as much damage as the Podbuster. So instead of making the Wild Throw do on freaking normal amount of damage, they just puffed the Podbuster to freaking the heavens
huh.
for
Alright.
some reason.
I mean, as rarely as the Pot Buster even gets used, it should deal a lot of damage. But it feels like Pot can get the Pot Buster a lot easier in this game because of
He can.
his fucking moveset in this game.
So yeah, Podbuster should, in my opinion, should do at most like 20% damage. And that should be the most damaging thing in the game. Like, if you're not doing a combo, no one move, not a string, not a freaking linking two specials together with Roman cancel, just one move shouldn't do more than 20%.
I mean, it's a definite contrast with Igzard, where in Igzard, the Pot Buster existed more as a concept than it did an actual move, you know?
Yeah.
Like, in Igzard, Potemkin might as well have not had the Pot Buster.
I mean, the Podbuster was a good setup for the ICPM. In fact, I've been having a hard time finding anything that could replace it in canceling the Podbuster.
Alright. And I did not put much time in with May because I took one look at her and I was like, well, she's the fucking same. Did you take a look at May?
Yeah, I played through it all the characters 4 times through the whole cast. Because Arcade 1 doesn't exist and I had to make up for it somehow.
Yeah.
So yeah, May has some stuff. May's overhead kiss, I think it's called, her grab. If you cancel that, she has big damage. Large damage.
Oh, she can Roman cancel that German suplex she does for a combo. That makes sense.
Okay, here's the thing. No, not the German suplex, the overhead kiss. It's a command grab.
Oh, okay. I did not know about that. I never saw that.
Ah. But here's the thing. I don't think it was the case in Xrd. In Strive, you can Roman cancel any grab, any super. Any super.
Oh, I've never Roman canceled a super. I know that
I have.
I know for certain that Potemkin could always like Roman cancel the fucking Pot Buster for some shit afterwards.
Yeah, I did the fist super with Chip, and then before he started doing the Shoryus, I Roman cancelled, and it gave me a red Roman cancel. That was nice. The guy died real fast.
Okay.
So yeah, the game has some really interesting shit and setups that you can already do. They just need to put the damage down, put more of that stuff in. Because like they don't need to make people fight in the air, by which I mean they don't need to actually replicate freaking Dragon Ball fights 1-to-1 for it to be a hyper fire and still be accessible and still have the same amount of freaking shit that you can do. But yeah, so May has that. She can do a double dip with the Mr. Arikawa, I think his name is, the sea light thing that throws the ball. If you start charging while she's doing the animation, then you can go next to the ball with Mr. Dolphin and stuff like that.
All right.
Axel, I play Rushdown Axel in Strive. It's actually viable. I don't know how. It shouldn't be.
Because Strive has given everybody stronger fucking normals.
Yeah. But so Axel, Pink people like this. Axel is a guy from Britain using freaking commas. Kusarigama, I think, actually. Yeah, whatever.
That's little sides on chains, by the way.
Very nice.
So, Pink, here's the part that you like. He has a move where he throws the chain sickle behind you, pulls you in with the chain sickle, does a freaking lariat.
Very nice.
All right. I did not know about that. Is that a new move?
Yes, it is a new move. I don't remember. No. The cherry blossoms or whatever is the blow up move from the throwing the chain. I don't
You,
remember the name.
you
Yeah.
mentioned a move being named Axe Bomber. I'm going to assume it's Axe Bomber based off the fact that that was Hogan's finish in Japan.
Oh no, I call it X Bomber. It's actually Axel Bomber, but
Close
it's
enough.
yeah. I just it's an in-air Shoryu that he can do.
What is
I
your
And
like it.
It cracks me up that fucking Stan Hansen went over to Japan a million years ago, and Japan still has the idea of like Americans using fucking lariats as a finish.
Yeah. I just like the reason I call it X Bomber is just so whenever I freaking do it to people pick people up with it and then cancel it, I just yell actually Boomba.
All right. Oh yeah, brother.
Yeah. These large pythons will go through time.
Despite the fact that Axel is probably the skinniest guy on the cast.
Yeah. So that who else did we not talk about?
I think we've
Was
hit
that the whole
everybody.
cast?
We hit everybody.
Yeah. All right. Let's strive.
I mean, presumably we're only working with half the cast here.
Hopefully, we're only working with half. If I want to be real freaking greedy, hopefully we're only working with 1/3. But I won't expect that shit because
No,
that shit's stupid.
the the graphics on the characters are too good for there to be like more than I'd say 14 of them. Like,
But yeah.
I think more than likely what we're going to end up with is we're going to see Milia, we're going to see Zato. Did they already reveal Zato?
They already revealed both Milio and Zato.
Oh yeah, silly me. And obviously we already know that there's going to be the Black Mecha Samurai dude.
Yeah.
And other than that, probably a Cliff equivalent and a Justice equivalent because they're very clearly trying to invoke Guilty Gear 1.
Yeah. We need Baiken and Testament.
Oh, you're right, Baiken and Testament. Yes. Like, okay. Which do you think would be better? Zombie Cliff or Cliff Jr.?
Johnny.
Okay,
Honestly,
now we
Zombie
all know
Cliff.
that's not a fucking answer. Hey, Pink! What Nintendo character should Smash include in their new Smash DLC that's focused on Nintendo first-party characters? Oh, I'll take fucking Sergeant Price from Call of Duty. Alright, anyways, Addy.
Yeah. Zombie Cliff.
Yeah. Regardless of which one they pick, they're gonna have to change them entirely, aren't they?
I mean, they if they brought Cliff back in Exerd, even they would have had to change him entirely because Cliff's special thing was that he can do dust in the air. Guess what, old man?
Yep. I mean, Cliff was always just kind of shit, honestly.
I mean, he was a joke character, yeah.
I don't get why he's the joke character, despite the fact that he is Axel's mentor, not Axel's soul.
You mean despite the fact that Faust?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Faust may be a joke character, but he's actually really good, so. Anyways, carrying on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you do anything else this week?
Yes, I tried starting up BioShock 1, lost interest at water,
Yeah.
and then I skipped to BioShock Infinite.
Oh,
remembered
no.
that the game was boring in the middle part, and then I quit that as well.
Yeah, personally, I'm not a fan of Bioshock Infinite.
I liked BioShock Infinite, but the middle part was freaking boring. Like there's one thing that I remember from the middle part, and that was just spending a whole hour behind boxes, sniping at freaking policemen on the other side of the world because they wouldn't die. I had to shoot them like 5 times in the head because they wouldn't die. They were too angry.
The entire Bioshock series is fucking guilty of bullet sponge enemies, but Infinite seemed the worst about it.
What else did I do? Well, I'm MKX, obviously.
Yeah, we'll have something to say about that this coming Tuesday.
Yep. And then, I think that's it.
Alright. And for my week, I've spent most of this week actually, you know that dumb thing where like you're working on something that's actually important and your brain is in work mode, but at the same time you don't want the tension of working on something that's actually important. So instead your brain's like, hey, let's work on something that's not at all important and not at all benefiting us or anyone we know. So instead of doing college homework, I started working on the fucking Dawn of War Ultimate Apocalypse mod wiki. Because I found out there is a wiki for this wonderful Ultimate Apocalypse mod. And the wiki...
I really want Darth Vader.
It was what under Darth Vader?
No, and you really want Darth Vader.
Do I want Darth Vader? I don't get the reference.
Sense of pride and accomplishment.
Oh, yes, silly me. That we said that like a couple fucking days ago, and I have the memory of a goldfish. Silly me. So, yeah, there has been some work done on it, certainly, but you can tell that most of the work had been done 5 years ago. So, I've been working on a wiki, and let me tell you, that's a lot of just checking stats in the game and then filling out fucking stat tables and all that. Because it turns out whoever worked on the wiki prior was not very clerical, and what parts they did fill out for stats are now horribly outdated after several balance updates.
And also, if it's on fandom, it'll probably freaking go down the shitter.
It is on fandom, yes.
Yeah, fandom has been trying to move away from wiki and trying to become a social network.
I mean, yeah, I guess that makes sense because those tend to be very successful. Though it's kind of behind the times with its ideas of, oh, let's get everybody on forums. Like, yeah, forums!
Remember those?
Uh-huh. Just get a fucking Discord, you turds. There is an Ultimate Apocalypse Discord, by the way, but it is not very active, despite how many players the mod has. Found that very strange. But it's a mod that I really enjoy, and I'd like to see more people play, and, I'd like to see it get more fanfare, so of course I'm doing this on the wiki. And at a couple points I've considered doing YouTube videos for it, but I'm not sure. I'll have to work up some concepts and things, whatever. But this is my first time working on a wiki. Have either of you guys ever worked on a wiki before?
Nope.
Not really.
I hate social content at all freaking in all ways, so.
I've made more humorous wiki edits in my past, but nothing ever actual wikiness.
Well, I mean, for what it's worth, I'm not actually talking to anyone. I'm just trying to, make information more clear to people,
Just the concept of freaking making something that people will see instills great fear in my heart for whatever reason.
Then why the fuck are you doing this?
I don't freaking know.
What the fuck?
I've become used to this. This doesn't feel that way anymore. Freaking going like that's the thing. Like doing my own shit on YouTube and stuff like that. It was a thing with that as well, but I've grown used to it. I couldn't just go and do a wiki, and I don't play online because freaking I don't want to play. I don't want to ruin people's online experience, and I don't want to be in freaking people's videos.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. Like when I'm doing it, when I'm the one saying, okay, I'm gonna be in this video and I'm gonna publish it and I'm gonna look like this, then I'm fine with even looking like a freaking stupid idiot because I am. But when it's something that is unbeknownst to me, there's the possibility of freaking looking like a jackass on someone else's thing and not being able to go, well, yeah, I am. even does that freaking fills me with an anxiety for some reason.
But they're responsible for their videos. If they didn't want to introduce the random element of people online, they shouldn't have played online. Every time we play Rainbow Six Siege, we are introducing the random element of online players, and sometimes they do try to ruin our fucking videos.
Yeah.
But we put up with it, you know? Like, you aren't responsible for that for them. And, like, in terms of being responsible for people's online experience, like, as long as you're playing the fucking game. Like, unless you're joining Minecraft servers to go burn down a little kid's house, I think you're probably fine.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. My stances on the online multiplayer have kind of changed as we've been going through our videos. And I still have a little bit of that fear of, like, what if I'm not good enough at the game? Which is why I only play Dota 2 offline, because Dota 2 has...
Oh,
No,
sorry for cutting in, but this just reminded me. I actually went online in Strive, and I didn't feel anxiety for once, and I don't know why.
because there's an even playing field. Everybody sucks at Strive because they just are now playing it.
No, they wiped the floor with me, but it was fun. They outplayed me, and I knew it. Like,
Well, sometimes when you play online in games, it can be really fun if you get your ass kicked because you see what they're doing and you're like, oh, I can do that.
yeah,
Because there's certainly been time like, and then the awkward opposite is like when you see that they're like doing what they're doing is nothing new and you just aren't, somehow your brain is turned off and you're not matching it.
Oh no, I don't actually have that. I usually don't have that. With Strive, my whole experience getting freaking the shit kicked out of me. I won one match out of like 15, mind you. But like my whole experience was, oh, that guy did a really good punish. Oh, good read. Like, I don't know why I'm complimenting people. I'm not even on freaking recording doing it. It's just. But they outplayed me, and I actually see that they outplayed me, and that's a good thing, I think. Maybe. At least I'm not salty about it.
Learning is fun, people. Public school tried to teach you otherwise, but learning is fun.
Learning can be fun.
Yeah.
If you do it right.
If the teacher isn't shit, learning is fun.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to do on this wiki, is I'm trying to teach people about the game. And the other thing I've done this week, two other things. Conveniently, both are Warhammer 40,000 based as well. Guess what? Guess what? I go on fucking kicks. Have you guys noticed that I will go on kicks? You remember how for 2 months straight I was just running through all the fucking Dark Souls games?
Oh, yeah.
Then I'll fucking start something up and I'll be like, fuck yeah, I'm just gonna do all of this, ever.
Yeah, all the other kids better out on your gun.
It fucking... Oh, yeah. No, I gotta run from the gun, you fool. I got the pumped up kick, so I need to run from the gun. You mixed it up.
I've never actually listened to that song once.
I've listened to it several times because there was a time period where people weren't paying attention to the lyrics, so they were just playing it in, like, grocery stores and shit. Do you remember that, Pink?
Yeah, I was there for that.
Yeah, what a strange time, huh?
Pink was the grocery store.
I was the grocery store.
I'm just imagining, like, the fucking thing of, I'd like to speak to your manager. I am the manager. I'd like to speak to the owner of the grocery store. I am the owner of the grocery store. I'd like to speak to the grocery store. I am the grocery store.
No, it's a thing like, I like to speak to the manager. You turn around, put on a fake mustache, go back, and they ask for the owner of the shop. You turn around, put on a fake beard, go turn back around. They ask for the grocery store. You put a freaking model house on your head.
Just put the roof on top of your head like a hat.
Yeah.
You're just getting a fucking ladder and putting your head to the ceiling. Oh, for fuck's sakes. So, yeah, the two things I did. First thing first. Did I mention that I was working on actually playing Warhammer 40,000, the tabletop game?
Yeah, I think so.
I believe so as well.
Because I have had Warhammer 40,000 miniatures for probably 9 years now. And I've had them, several of them painted for quite a long time. Never actually played the game. Finally got around to just sitting around playing it with my family. Yes, I definitely did mention a lot of this.
Yeah, because Space Marines.
That's funny, because that's also how I remembered that it was I was about to say, because Space Marines are real fucking strong. And yeah, that's a game right there. There's a lot of numbers in that game, but it's actually kind of surprising how, like, I was able to get used to it almost immediately, like the various numbers that were getting thrown at me. And, you know, over time, they're getting used to it too, though not so quickly, but, you know. And now there's an entirely different pressure on me, because I used to paint the miniatures as it went. And now it's like, well, for the longer I take, the longer it takes for us to get some new fucking units in the game. So I need to fucking get busy, son. That fucking dark elf flying ship chariot thing ain't gonna paint itself! And I'm also... Well, Steam has a unique little thing. It noticed that I've been playing Dawn of War so damn much, and it was like, well, hey, we'll send you an 80% off coupon on this one random fucking Warhammer game that I'd never heard of.
We'll send you an 80-foot coupon.
An 80-foot coupon directly to the house. It's infected with 5 different breeds of COVID-19. So there's an 80% off coupon to Space Hulk Deathwing.
I've heard of it, yeah.
So
I don't think I've heard of it, but that sounds incredible.
So basically, it kind of it takes the idea Vermintide have of Left 4 Dead but Warhammer, right?
Yeah.
But instead of Warhammer Fantasy, it's Warhammer 40,000. It has an actual single-player campaign, and uniquely, it reminds me a lot of... do you guys remember a Star Wars game back in the day? Republic Commando.
Yes.
Yes, I did actually play that one, but it was on the Xbox One, and I didn't like the controls, and I don't care about Star Wars that much, so...
But you get the idea of it being a kind of single-player cooperative shooter, where you have a little squad that you can give orders to. So if you play it in single player, you can give a variety of orders to your squad mates. If you play it in multiplayer, well, then it's Left 4 Dead. You know, each of them plays one guy.
Yeah.
So the question is, as always, how do you make it unique from the original game? Well, the very first thing is, your character is not some, like, unlike Left 4 Dead, you're not just a bunch of survivors with random guns that they picked up off the dirt. And unlike Warhammer, unlike Vermintide, you're not knights and witch hunters and elves. Instead, you are full-blown Space Marine motherfucking Terminators. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever seen Space Marine Terminators. Let me grab a picture real quick. Because it is... Each of these sons of bitches are roughly about... let me find a good picture. I'm not sure I will find it. This one works. Each of these sons of bitches is probably about 12 feet tall and probably about 5 or 6 feet wide.
They're big boys.
They are very, very hefty boys. So immediately there's some changes from Vermintide and Left 4 Dead. That shit is not jumping. And he ain't crouching neither. So, cover might as well not exist. However, your character is beefy as fuck.
Yeah, they make up for it with the school code piece.
Yes, very. The skull cod piece intimidates several of your enemies into leaving. You fools, my penis is a skull!
You mount a syringe there like Faust.
Yeah.
You forgot to speak about that.
Only if you're playing as the apothecary class, though.
Yeah.
It's how you heal your teammates.
Just real quick, Pink. One of the characters in Guilty Gear now has a syringe penis.
I'm intrigued.
Let me send you a picture.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Yeah, I have a picture ready. Well, ready as in I have taken a picture, not ready as in I have it. Found it.
Like, we're all waiting with anticipation.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, right. He's got that hanging off. I remember. Yeah. I thought. I never noticed he's wearing fucking sneakers. He's wearing fucking Air Jordans.
Yeah.
I'm
What do you
so
think of getting your
confused.
pick?
I love the contrast between these two fighting game characters. Because we've got, like, on the left, we've got kind of the mixture of Axl Rose and Kurt Cobain if they were British. And on the right, we have Afro serial killer surgeon with wearing Air Jordans and an afro and a bag over his head.
Yeah, maybe we should put up a timestamp for this.
Fuck it, nobody watches these anyways. Look up Faust, you motherfuckers. He's the best fighting game character ever. So anyways, back to Space Hulk. There's one thing I really love. So wait, one thing I should mention is that some of the monsters you're fighting are not like just proper Left 4 Dead monsters. Some of them are like gene stealer hybrids with humans that are still intelligent enough to pick up a gun and shoot at you. As you can imagine, it does not go well for them. And this is one of those games where an enemy will unload an entire fucking clip into your back, and then you just turn around and be like, "You said what? What'd you say to me, you little shit?"
I have, I have 400 confirmed kills in the U.S. Navy SEALs.
Get on my level, scrub. And the other thing I love is that when your character sprints, if you run into somebody while sprinting, it kills them. Your character just fucking tramples them under his feet, or just full on fucking bashes them out of the way.
I love it.
With every footstep your character makes, it makes this big ass thud noise. Suffice it to say, this shit ain't sneaking up on anybody. And so you go through the namesake Space Hulk, which is this big abandoned spaceship that basically got teleported to hell and infested with horrible, horrible, horrible bug tyrannid creatures called Gene Stealers. Gene Stealers.
They steal genes, so Scott can yell.
Yes, exactly. So they basically they're kind of like Xenomorph knockoffs, but they're a little bit different. So they steal your genes. First things first. They put their
And
tongue.
they don't wash them.
Yes. And after they steal your genes, you suddenly feel the incredible need to reproduce rapidly. And the kids you produce are these weird human gene stealer hybrids that are horrible monsters. And then those reproduce, and they produce proper gene stealers again. And gene stealers are basically xenomorphs without the tails, and also they have 4 arms instead of 2. And so after this thing comes out of hell, and now it's been entirely overrun by these weird little gene stealer cults, now it's a horror game where you and 3 other incredibly invincible space marines are trapped in a very, very, very fucking,
That hallway.
yeah, claustrophobic space with one of the only things in the entire universe that can actually kill you. Good luck, have fun. I haven't got to put in too much time with it. It's very fun, and one thing I like is that it does things differently from other Warhammer things. Because broadly, let's say, what is the most generic Warhammer game protagonist ever?
Just without the helmet.
Yeah, bright blue space marine, no helmet, as heroic as possible. Usually an ultramarine. Bright blue, the blue boys. The Smurfs, as people like to call them.
Yeah, the Übermensch.
Yes. Yeah. The less we talk about Warhammer's unironic fascist authoritarian fan base, the better. So, in this game, you play as, for one thing, not a member of the Ultramarines, the goody-goodies. You're playing as a Dark Angel. And the Dark Angels are more than a little bit different. They're basically space Catholics, complete with all the guilt. In addition, you're not playing as any regular Space Marine, you're playing as a librarian.
Ooh.
Who, other than managing books, is also psychic.
Ooh.
Which is
He's
important.
also Space Jesus.
Yes. A little bit, yeah. Which is important, because psychics in the Warhammer universe are actually a discriminated against minority. So, despite the fact that your character is a fucking invincible Space Marine killer of men, there's still a little bit of an underdog flavor to things. Because people still don't particularly like you because you can use your brain to shoot lightning. And it's fucking rad, by the way. So, one thing I gotta mention. This game's in Unreal Engine 4. And I remember when Unreal Engine 4 debuted and they were showing off the lighting and shit. But my god, the game is beautiful. It's a fantastically detailed rendition of the inside of a horrifying Warhammer 40,000 spaceship. The lighting is just amazing. And, you know, ordinarily I'm not the kind of guy who just goes, oh, graphics though. But yeah, graphics though. It's really funny though. I've been talking to Mike about Resident Evil 7 for the past couple of days. Because Mike recorded himself playing Resident Evil 7 and enlisted me to watch. And it's funny because just after watching one of his videos, I then played this. And I described it to him as, it's a horror first-person shooter with insanely good graphics and extremely detailed environments, where you are suddenly inserted into a formerly functional little society which has now been overrun by a horrible biological plague which infects people's minds, causing them to have a religious reverence for the plague, turning on their former friends and slowly morphing into horrible monsters. Your character is superhuman with absurd strength and abilities, but he's in extreme danger from the hordes of monsters encroaching upon him from every dark corner, and of course the setting is filled with tons of little bits of dark humor.
Ah, yeah, Silent Hill.
Yeah. What I said to Mike was, say, does this remind you of a game you've recorded recently? So, it's Resident Evil 7 in space! In space. It's never too late for Portal 2 references. Oh, wait, Addy, was the Space Corps in Portal 1 as well?
I don't think Wheatley was in Portal 1. I think Wheatley was introduced in the intro to Portal 2.
I know Wheatley was introduced in Portal 2, but didn't they have the Space Corps earlier than that? Because
No, I don't know about the Space Corps. I just remember Wheatley being the other one.
Oh, I think there are a ton of cores. Because I remember, I've not beaten either of the Portal games, but Portal 1, you beat GLaDOS by taking off her personality cores. Portal 2, you beat Wheatley by putting personality cores onto him.
I don't know. I own Portal 1 twice, but I haven't played through it either. I bought it for PC because it was like a freaking used freaking handkerchief, and then I got it for free with Xbox.
Ha! Alright. And I believe that wraps up what I've got to say this week. So, folks, we will... Addy, say bye. My ears are ringing.
This will only take up more hard drive space. Space!
Hair drive?
Yes!
My hair drive, oh no! I store all podcasts inside my hair.
I mean, you really strive to be like freaking Faust on that picture.
Yeah.
You have cloud storage inside your luscious locks.
Yes. Say bye, you fucker. Come on. Do it. Do it. Pink, you say bye in his place.
1 second, I'm going to say bye.
Technically, you've already said
How
it.
so?
Give me a.
You fucker.
So long. Cheerio. There you go.
For fuck's sakes. Later, folks.